Okay, so welcome to part 2. If you haven't seen the first video, I'm going to go over 9 ways on how to create income for yourself by yourself without depending pretty much on other opportunities. That's my whole goal in 2019, is to shift the focus on strategies that you can do that'll create income for yourself, where you don't have to rely on other opportunities, and to show that you can actually make it on your own. My last video I covered the first 3. Just to recap, the first one is to invest and hodl in cryptocurrency. Cover that a lot on my channel. And the second would be to start creating videos on YouTube. And the third being to sell products on ClickBank and JVZoo. Now we can go more advanced, and if you watch my videos, I will go over more details on these topics to go over the advanced stuff on these. Right now I'm just going to give you a basic rundown of what I believe can make you money in 2019. And so in this video, in part 2, I'm probably going to go over just 4, 5, and 6, and then there'll be a part 3 to finish off this list, which will be part 3 will cover 7, 8, and 9. So right now we're going to go over the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. And so the 4th one is the development and the design of t-shirts and apparel and basically anything that you can come up with a design and sell it. So I cover this in pretty big detail on my channel. If you go to my channel, if you browse, I'll put a card up here at the top for each of these. But if you guys, the first one I'm going to go over briefly is Teespring. And what Teespring basically is you can come up with a design for a t-shirt. And for that video that I've done already, there'll be a card right there. You just click that and you'll see my video where I go more in depth on Teespring. But you can start designing right here, and you can go to a site like Fiverr.com and you can find, let me just do that real quick. And I go over more details on this on my channel. You basically can find out what's trending, and you find out what's trending, and then when you come up with some ideas in your head, and then you can come to Fiverr and have someone else do the design for you. So we're going to do t-shirt. Okay, so once you search for that term, you just search by best-selling. You want to pay someone that has a good reputation for designing t-shirts. So I'm going to look at one as an example for you guys. And you can see this one here. Let's see, I will do an exclusive t-shirt design starting at $5. And all these will create, all these have done over, well, these two have done over 1,000 designs. So let's just see one of them for an example. Okay, so what we're looking for is someone that can give you the dimensions, because each of these sites will have certain characteristics, dimensions that you need when you want to put it on a shirt. When you're dealing with the Teespring and SomeFrog, you're going to have to have a transparent image so you can upload it on the t-shirt. And then the last one, you're just going to have the dimensions of the shirt. It's kind of hard to explain. What we have here are some examples, and they can charge all the way from $5 with basic to $40 to get more of a higher resolution picture and all different kinds of things. But you just have to do your own research and see what they offer, because you want to make sure that what they deliver is going to be a file that you can work with. So this one here does Photoshop, PNG, PDF, any type of these extensions. So you got to make sure the file that you get can be uploaded on the site where you're putting the design. So that's basically, you just go to Fiverr and you can look for designs. You can also go to Upwork, which is one I recently found out about. Upwork is a little bit more expensive, but you'll find more professional people out there that will do designs for sure. So if we want to find, you have to create an account. If we go to Upwork, just look for jobs here, and then we're going to type in t-shirts. Just type in t-shirt, see what shows up. T-shirt design. See if that pulls anything up. So these are actually people. So these are people that want service done on their t-shirts. So if you can sign an account and tell somebody what you want to get done, and you can offer a price, and then you'll get people coming along offering you different prices and what they can do to get your project done. So you just look for, this is people wanting graphic design done. See, this person here is advertising 6 days ago that they're willing to charge $100 fixed price for a t-shirt. So if you find some good designers here, this is a good source. But you would have to create an account and then post your ad on here and see what if you get any responses. So most people on here are a lot more professional, and they take time into getting the job done. Fiverr is more of an easier way to find people, but the work will be less quality than Upwork is. So depends. If you want to spend a lot of money on designs, you can also get like a bundle, but definitely look at Fiverr or Upwork for your designs once you do some proper research. But I don't want to go too far into this. I just want to go on the basics today. So the first choice is Teespring, like I mentioned. With Teespring, I'll put a card up here for those that haven't seen my video on Teespring. I do more in depth on that, but basically on Teespring, okay, so that covers, so when you log in from to Teespring, you can choose your kind of product here. You can do athletics, you can do leggings. It looks like they got some new stuff on here. They got leggings, you got iPhone cases that you can make designs for, and then you have apparel, which are the t-shirts, socks are new, leggings. There's a lot of new stuff on here. You can do indoor pillows, posters, 8x24s, poster 24x36, canvas prints, wall tapestry, and fleece blankets. And you also have stickers, mugs, Samsung cases, tote bag. So you got a lot of things on here that you can mess with. It doesn't always have to be about t-shirts, but that's what I'm basically making it. But you can do, making this video is basically just about the apparel and the t-shirts, getting that practice under you, and then once you're comfortable doing other things, you can definitely tackle all these other things as well. So this is Teespring. So what you basically do is you can make a campaign on whatever you design. So let's go here to classic. I'll show you the design. And what basically the design template does in Teespring is it gives you option to create your own t-shirt with just the font and the templates, or you can upload your own. So if you got a design from Fiverr, you can easily upload it from the file that Fiverr.com or Upwork gave you. So anyway, this is the design right here. You can add your text. Let's see, let's go t-shirt design. Let's just say. So we can change the font, and I'm just going to run this by you real quick. You can change the font. You can make it bigger. You can change the outline. Medium outline. You can change the outline. You can change the color. Okay. And once you're done with all that, you can also upload art. So if you got a file from Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, this is where you would upload it. So you basically just upload a design and you can put it on the shirt and you're good to go after that. So basically after that you can submit your order, and you have an option to, you can do it like a campaign, or you can buy the shirt itself. So you can order a whole bunch of shirts and then sell it, or you can use the site to sell it. So you can do different ways. So one idea is, you can, if you have the budget, you can buy a couple shirts for yourself, get it sent to your house, and then you can promote it by selling it on other resources. Like you can use SomeFrog for it, you can use merch by Amazon for it, or you can even use eBay for it. A lot of these I'm going to cover later on in my videos. Right now this is just a basic overview of this site. So I did do a more in-depth video on Teespring, so definitely check that out. Cards above for that link. And all the details for this video are also in my description. So next we're going to move on to SomeFrog, which is very, I have done a video about SomeFrog as well, so there will be a card right here if you want to watch that video on SomeFrog. And links in the description to find that video as well. But SomeFrog is just a little bit different. I'm not going to go into specs about it. You can create a design the same way that I just showed you on Teespring. You just go to create a design. Okay. So this is basically the same thing. You can upload your artwork if you got it from Fiverr.com or Upwork.com. Other than that, you can design it right here. So the only other difference about SomeFrog is when other users create a design, you can actually take that design. You don't actually have to make a design to make profit on here. If you find a shirt on here, let's just browse the site. Let me just show you this real quick. So I can go and get a pretty customized shirt over here. I'm just going to do a general shirt. Let's just say, what's my name? Okay, so I'm going to say, my name is Paul. And what it's doing is showing you if there's any shirts in the database with just specific information that you put in. When was I? Okay, what year I was born, okay? Let's see if there's anything. So right now you can make it personal. By name, year you're born, where you live, that kind of thing. So just by punching in my first name and the year I was born, we got some shirts right here. Some shirts that other people have created. So we got some shirts for 1981, and we got some shirts with my first name in there as well. So made in 1981, aged to perfection. So what you can do is, you didn't design these t-shirts, but you can grab an affiliate link. Let me just click on this one. So if you like this design, you can do a couple things. You can buy it. You can buy a couple of them. So the person that actually designed this design on the site will get a commission. And when you promote it, you'll get a commission as well. So you get a commission both ways. The person that designed it gets a commission, and the person that advertised it and sold it gets commission if you use the link that's up here. Now, I use some advanced stuff that I talked about in my SomeFrog video. I'm not going to go in depth in this video. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. But there's a way to get to your affiliate link and attach it to the end here so you can get the commission. So if you advertise this shirt, you can get the commission. So definitely check out my SomeFrog video. Links up here in the card and down in the description if you guys want to watch that video. So I'm going to move on to the next one, which is the third way to make money by selling t-shirts, and that is by having a Merch by Amazon account. Now, I first got started, I had just a limited amount of shirts. So when you first get started and you have to create an account and you have to get approved, what you basically do is once you get approved, they're going to start you off with a low amount of shirts that you can upload. If you go to my dashboard, I do have an account, and last year I did submit some t-shirts and I got some sales off some of them as well. But you can see I did have one that sold within the last 7 days, and I do get royalties. I did do that as kind of a test to kind of get my shirts cycling on the site. So I may up my royalties when I make a new design. But what I did is I actually created designs for the shirts, and I actually paid for the shirts myself, and I actually have them in my room. Hold on, let me show you this real quick. Okay, so when I first got started with my Merch by Amazon account, I created a whole bunch of designs that I thought would sell pretty good. Then I actually paid for the shirt. I actually paid for my own designs. And then after that, I'm going to show you a couple of them. And I thought that would help better in the ranking. So the first one here, I created a Zodiac sign t-shirt, and I wanted to make one of each Zodiac sign. I got the first one here for Sagittarius because I'm a Sagittarius. And if any of you guys are interested in my shirt designs, just let me know, and I'll give you a link. And the next one here was a lot of these are crypto shirts, but this is I Told You So with Litecoin, with the Litecoin symbol there. And all these are available on the Amazon. I'll put the links in the description as well, so if you want any of my shirts. And let's see that. Yeah, that was just that one. I have a gray one as well. And then there's a St. Patrick's Day shirt that I made as well. That says big, what do you call that? And then the quote is, "They are always after me, Lucky Charms." So those are just a couple of them that I made and I paid for and had them sent here. And you guys can do the same thing. I think it does help out in the search results, but if you guys want to ask me which is better to do, whether it's Teespring, SomeFrog, or Merch by Amazon, I definitely prefer doing it on Merch by Amazon because Amazon is more of a professional company, and your shirts will be seen on their sites. You'll be given a link, and you can actually promote it on an Amazon link. So I believe Merch by Amazon is the best way to go if you want to sell t-shirts. But the other two are good as well. And like always, you'll get an affiliate link with all these, and if you want to make a commission, you'll have to promote it as well. But there's many different ways to promoting your designs as well. I'm not going to cover that now. What I basically just wanted to talk about today is you can make profit from selling t-shirts. So if you guys are interested, I do have videos on Teespring. That'll be in my description. SomeFrog, that'll be in my description. And I have videos on Merch by Amazon. That's in my description as well. So moving on from design, number 5 ways to make money by yourself in 2019 is something I haven't really talked about a lot. It's something I discovered at the end at the end of last year, and that's basically becoming an Amazon FBA. So basically what that is, it's a way to actually make sales off of clearance items that you find in stores all around the world. So I briefly got into this as a test last year, right at the end of the year, and basically, if you have anything that you would want to sell, you would go to stores and you would find cheaper prices, and then Amazon will pay you if that item sells. So I'm going to give you a couple examples. This is a monthly paid membership. So I do have an account, so I'm going to just sign in. Because I got into this a little bit last year, but I didn't pursue much of it. It's definitely something I want to pursue more this year. But like I said, there is a monthly prescription. You don't have to use the paid method. They just give you more statistics on your stats because you have an option of when you find something for Amazon to sell, you can either send it yourself or you can have Amazon send it for you. You basically go into stores and find clearance items, and then if you think that item sells, you'll send it to Amazon and they'll sell it for you on your behalf with Amazon FBA. So I'm just going to log in here, show you a little bit. Now, once you get approved, and you get, it does take a couple days to get approved, and there is your back office will look a little bit about this. But basically, you just go, once you have the account, you would download it on your phone, your Android, or your iPhone, and you load this app, okay? And let me show you what this app is. The app is called Amazon Seller. So if you want to look at it in your App Store or your Play Store, you have an interface that looks a little bit like this. And really, all that you need to pay attention to is this little camera icon up here at the top, and it will tell you what that item is selling for. So let me just find an item, and I'll get an estimated price on how much it would sell on Amazon. Anyway, I just picked up the nearest thing that I have in my house. So I got this little fire log right here. So I'm going to see, I don't know the price that was paid for, but if we use this app right here, and you guys can download it, but you do have to be approved first. We're going to click this little camera icon here at the top, and then we're just going to scan the barcode. To scan the barcode of the item. Okay, so this one didn't work. It didn't bring up any. Let me try to scan the image. Okay, so that didn't work. So let me try to find another item. Okay, so I grabbed a book, the nearest one lying around. This is a used book titled In the Spirit of Crazy Horse. This one isn't particularly owned by me, but I'm just using it as an example. And we're going to see what information we can pull off on this book. If it's on Amazon or anything like that, we're going to look for barcode on here. Barcode. Let me just see if it picks anything up if I scan it. The image. Okay, so I found it on here. You'll see right here. In the Spirit of Crazy Horse. It's in Amazon. And when we click on it, it'll tell us that if you have a new copy of it, you'll get about $27.18. If you have a new copy of it, it's $27.18. But if you have a used copy, which is what I have, you you'd only make $2.95 profit if this sells on Amazon. So what you basically do, if you believe that this would sell, you just send it off to Amazon, and they put it in a little storage area for you, and when it sells, you'll make a profit. But the best thing for this kind of stuff is to go to your Walmart, your Target, your Best Buy, anything that's selling like clearance items, and you go into the clearance section, you use the app on the phone, and you see how well the item is ranked, and you see what your profit is. So if you go into clearance section, you find something that's on clearance that is cheap, but then Amazon will sell it for more of a price, then you'll make more money that way. So this method is also called dropshipping, which is something I'm going to cover in just a couple of minutes. But that's basically the general idea of this method. Is you have to get the membership, which I believe is like $36 a month. You don't have to do the paid membership. You just won't have the statistics and the statistics that are put on the phone. It'll give you, there's more benefits of a paid member, but if you want to do just the free method, I believe you can still send your stuff to Amazon, or that might be part of the paid membership. But you can still do it for free, but you would have to do a lot of the stuff yourself. But you can list your stuff and send them out, and you can use the app for free to find the clearance items in the Walmarts, Targets, all those places. So that is one way, and it's definitely something that I'm going to be doing more later on this year. So the last one I'm going to talk about in this video, because this video is getting pretty long here. The last thing I'm going to talk about is drop shipping. And what drop shipping basically is you find an item that is, you can actually build websites for this. It's similar to what we're doing with Amazon FBA, but the only difference is you can go to sites like eBay and other places, and you find an item for cheap, you buy it for cheap, and then you go to places like eBay and you can sell it for a better fixed price. So you have to do research a lot on Amazon FBA and the drop shipping. That's definitely something that I'm going to be covering more later on this year. But let's see, for drop shipping, the best way, one place you can go is AliExpress. AliExpress. Okay, so if we go to places like AliExpress, now this is the same thing like doing the Amazon FBA when you're going to stores and finding clearance items. This is the same process that you do online. When you're doing the Amazon FBA, you're basically going into stores and you're using the app that they give you, and you're finding items for clearance. And when you find something that you think will sell, you ship it off to Amazon and they sell it on your behalf. Drop shipping is the same way, but there's different ways to do it. You could build a website and you can actually create your own brand around it, and you can do your own drop shipping through the website, or you can do it the other way, finding the clearance items online, and you've got to do that online. So it's like doing the Amazon FBA, but the only difference is you're doing everything online. So places like AliExpress, you could look for some good deals, and then you would take these items and basically sell them at a more expensive price on other places. You can do it the other way around as well. So let's just do some examples here. Let's do electronics. You browse through electronics, and what you basically would do is, once you find an item, you then can do different things with it. You can go on eBay and list it on eBay and sell it at a bigger price. What you're basically doing is you're just the one that handles the transactions and ships the product. And it's perfectly legal to do so. So if we look at electronics, see what we got here. Let's see, we got this, let's see this watch right here. See, they're charging this one for on AliExpress is $21.52. So let me search this on, let me actually search this on Google. Let's see. So just copy this. Let's get the information real quick. And we can see that a lot of these have orders. A lot of these have popular orders. Let's do a little research and see if this is listed anywhere else online. And see how much they're being sold for elsewhere. So let's do that. Let's copy that, and then let's go to Google and see if there's anybody selling it at a more expensive price. And that is called drop shipping. So what you're basically doing is you're taking an item and you're basically shipping the product for the customer when they buy it. So let's just see if this shows anything other than AliExpress. AliExpress, yeah. Amazon, I don't know if it's the same one, but let's look at that one real quick. See, Amazon has similar items. It's not what we're really looking for. Let's see what it has down here. Okay, so this looks pretty similar to what I was just looking at. Let's see if it's the same thing. I don't think it's quite the same thing, but it's pretty similar compared to AliExpress. See, this is the brand name LEMFO. I don't see that on here. Amazon has some similar products. But the other thing that you can basically do is go to eBay. Now in the future on my channel I'm going to show how to actually build a website and create a dropshipping business in itself. Right now I'm just going over the basics on how to find items and sell them on eBay to do a dropshipping business. So I'm just going to paste what's on AliExpress to see if there's anything showing up in eBay, and do that real quick. See if anything shows up. Here we go. So we have this person right here, which is probably doing the same thing that I'm talking about. You can buy it from $49.56 to $53.36. It looks identical to the one we're just looking at. So let's see. $49.56 to $53.36. What is it on AliExpress? Yep, here we go. So on AliExpress, you can get it for $21.52 to $26.47. So these people on here that are doing the same thing. They're doing a drop shipping business based off of this smartwatch. So that just gives you an idea of drop shipping. And I'm definitely going to be going over this later. So these are definitely from 4, 5, and 6. There are definitely some other levels of creating income for yourself. My third part I'm going to go over, and it's more of a... Okay, so I've already covered 6 strategies so far from my last video and this video. And if you haven't seen my last video, I go over the first 3, and today I covered 4, 5, and 6. Today was more about the creative side of things, to where you can design t-shirts and you can find products and have Amazon selling for you. You can do drop shipping. So these are more of, I want to call these beginner level type ways of making income for yourself. 7, 8, and 9, which I'm going to be putting out in the next couple days, are more of the entrepreneur side of things. So definitely stay tuned for that. Part 3 is going to cover the basics, basically, of entrepreneurs and how entrepreneurs getting started can create income for themselves. So definitely stay tuned for part 3. And like always, if you found this video helpful, hit the like button, the subscribe button, hit the little bell to be notified every time I put out a new video, and stay tuned for more videos.